I think we can all agree that Bert Kreischer has a very simple but effective formula for going viral that has worked very well for him in the past and has actually launched his career into a whole nother level. And although this might sound simple, for this to work, you need a very talented co-host that is on the same page as you. And the result is legendary moments like these.
I'll take a sip of Kool-Aid.
The Kool-Aid? You're drinking Kool-Aid to start your day?
It's so good.
What kind?
Red. It's so good.
You are drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You're drinking 64 ounce Kool-Aid.
But obviously, for every one of those unique moments, there are many, many others that flop and instead become content for us to make fun of. And well, as you saw, Bert Kreischer was recently doing the whole podcast tour, promoting his new movie and his new comedy special, and actually did the Fighter and the Kid podcast, which is pretty interesting because it squashes the rumors that he and Brendan Schaub had any type of beef. And while he was there, he tried to help out the podcast by trying to recreate one of those viral moments, and it just turned out to be pretty brutal. So we'll be talking about that. And we'll also be taking a look at him on the Flagrant podcast getting pranked. And although it sounds pretty silly, some people actually thought that Andrew Schultz went a little bit too far with what he did. So with that being said, let's get started.
I swear to God, the way guys hunt, the way guys fish, I do that for laughs.
Yes.
I sit with my bait in the water waiting for a laugh.
That's right.
Waiting for a laugh. And I don't want to create
That's
it.
all I've ever done.
I want to find it.
That's
I want to
very
find
organic,
it.
yeah.
And if you can show me a laugh, I love that more than anything.
I got it.
Watch this now. Watch this.
I'm so excited.
He's ready.
I might have a cocktail.
Yeah, me
before
too.
this.
Hold on.
Okay, no, wait a second.
Ah, man. Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm gonna get canceled for laughing at that.
Couldn't do it now. You couldn't do it now.
Oh, you can't do it now. You couldn't do it then. That's why it's funny.
You couldn't do it then. Brian, that's never allowed.
I'm gonna pass out.
Brian. Oh, man. Brian, I laugh at it every time.
Brian, you can do that today.
Why would they have this there? Why would they have this there?
Ever since the Kool-Aid clip with Tom Segura went viral, Bert has been chasing and trying to recreate that moment for a long time. And at some point, you have to realize that a lot of those, or if not most of those moments, have to be staged or acted. And when it comes to the Fighter and the Kid episode, it does look like they planned it ahead, because even earlier on that episode, Bert Kreischer was telling them how videos of him laughing were going viral and were actually helping out a lot on his ticket sales on the road. Not only that, but he also talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast when he was on.
My viral clips are me laughing at and people falling down. Me laughing.
I have those too. Me and Theo have a bunch of those.
Theo's great. Mine are legit just me laughing.
Yeah.
Just if I can laugh, it goes viral. There's a video of me and my dad putting a pizza in a pizza oven. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay, watch this. I didn't think it was done. Now I just thought it. It's because it went viral on TikTok, and I'm like, I'm not even in the goddamn video. It's just me and him laughing.
And to be fair, when it comes to Bert, it is a little bit more credible because he does have a long track record of laughing like that on video. But I think we can all agree that when it comes to Brendan Schaub, it was very clear that he was just overacting it and trying to oversell it. For the most part, Brian Callen wasn't even on the joke and looked as if he was annoyed and didn't want to be there. Listen, the show Louie is one of my favorite shows ever, and the museum bit is pretty funny, but I don't think it's that funny to where somebody would have that type of reaction. Obviously, Bert Kreischer is good at what he does, and he saved it by spinning it to him laughing at what Brian Callen said, where he said, oh, you couldn't get away with that now, or you couldn't do that now. And he tried to make it seem as if Brian Callen would actually do that back then, kind of throwing him under the bus there. But hey, it's for the joke.
Do you guys have so many great clips like
I've been
that?
doing this for 10 years.
I have no idea, but I'm watching you and Dalia, and you're talking about Drake concert, and you're like, Drake concerts are awesome, and it's Dalia's delivery, and he goes,
Oh, wait.
Yeah, Kanye's the first one to do it.
That looks dangerous.
No, it's lit. We went to the concert. Insane.
You went?
My brother did.
So that's a different person than you.
because you went to a Drake concert, you go, my brother did, and he goes, so that's a different person, right? And you went, yeah.
Back in the good old days, the Fighter and the Kid podcast did have some of the funniest clips out there with podcast guests and whatnot. I remember watching the Yin Yang compilations like 4 years ago, and they were all pretty funny. But sadly, it's been like 2 or 3 years now that the Fighter and the Kid has not had any of those moments. And it's really mainly because Brian Callen cannot make fun of Brendan Schaub without him getting upset for some reason, because prior to that, it was only Chris D'Elia and Theo Vaughn that would actually call out Brendan Schaub for being dumb. And with both of them gone and no possibility of being on the show, well, the show started hitting a plateau and started getting stale.
Right.
I think his dad ran sex stores
Right.
and says, oh,
Get in here. Get in here. Scoot over. Slide over. Slide over.
Razzle dazzle.
Who loves you so much and is willing to... This guy, I've never seen Bert look this uncomfortable. When I call with you, I'll take yours, Akash. Here, cheers. The clown has been removed from the room.
ooh.
Let's have.
Promise me he's not coming back.
He's not coming back.
He won't come back. I
I
cannot
swear to
relax.
God,
I
he's not
can't
coming
relax.
back in.
He's not
I swear to
coming
God,
back.
he's not
I'm
coming back
fucking
in.
sweating.
This is so...
And when it comes to Andrew Schultz, he has now gained a reputation for having the podcast that doesn't hold back and almost has no boundaries. We can go through a list of recent guests that have probably regretted being on the podcast while they were on, but it doesn't really matter because it's actually working out great for them. They are completely killing it. However, when it comes to the prank, you either think that it was funny or potentially staged, or you think that they actually went too far if it's actually true. That Bert has a phobia of balloons and clowns, which it sounds like he does. In which case, then it's kind of messed up, especially since they did it on video. And Bert did seem to have a little bit of a nod reaction. But also, Tom Segura was the one who told Andrew Schultz about the balloons and the clowns. So I guess you could also blame him for that. But yeah, I thought all those Bert Kreischer appearances on all their podcasts were pretty interesting, to say the least. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. Dislike if you didn't like the video, but that is all we have for today. See ya.